Hello, my friends out there in the world. I hope this video finds you well and hope that you're doing okay and getting prepared for the 2022 year. It's going to be great, so let's stay on the positive side with that. But the first thing I want to talk about is, I have a lot of questions from a lot of you that's coming in, like how did I get myself in this situation? Why did a narcissistic person pick me? How do I know I'm dealing with a narc? Or when I say narc, I mean a narcissist, okay? So let's just kind of start. You can watch the other videos, number 1 through 5, to kind of give you some background of some of the things that you might need to wear. But most of all, you need to educate yourself on this because they're walking around you in your workplace with friends you think that are good friends, and they could be narcissistic too. I don't want you to think everybody in the world is narcissistic, but it's not. But how do you know that if you're dealing with a narcissist? This is one of the questions I got in my emails. One of them is, there's 3 things that you need to remember, and this is the way I look at it, just from my personal belief and from what I've been researching for a long time now. Seems like for 5 years now. It's either you're an empath, and an empathic, kind, loving person, a good-hearted person, a good, decent person, a person that's, goes out and tries their best, or you're dealing with somebody who's very toxic, very soul-searching, soul-sucking energy from you. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care if they leave you on the side of the streets. They don't care if I have heard some stories, okay? So that's how I came up with 2 categories. How do you know you're dealing with a narcissist? One is they have 0 consideration for you and your feelings. That means, and they love to insult you. They love to push you down. They love to, and I don't mean push you down physically. They can do that too, but they love to destroy your self-esteem. They don't care nothing about how you feel. They will leave you stranded in a heartbeat. They will leave you at a moment's notice, or maybe not even a notice at all. So your well-being of who you are, regardless if you're married to one or not, trust me, the marriage does not mean anything to these types of people. These people looks at a marriage as an opportunity to get what they want. And it doesn't matter if you've been married to them for 6 months or 3 months or 30, 40 years. It doesn't matter. A narcissist type person, you have to understand, it's a disorder, it's the NPD disorder, that they cannot regulate what you feel as a normal, everyday, loving human being. They just can't. They don't have it inside them to offer the love and the compassion, the empathy that you bring as the empath. So I'm going to use A and B here. So when you're the A person doing all the loving, all the kindness, all the giving to the narcissist is just taking. So while they're taking everything from you, and I don't mean just money, it could be someone to cook for them every day, it could be somebody to wash their clothes for them every day, or just have a warm body in the bed with them when they need it. They could take your money, they could take it, but emotionally, they could take your emotional support. They need you there in their hard times. They need you there to be their backup plan of when a soft place to fall, per se. So they don't care about your well-being. They don't care about your feelings. And the reason that they want you is because you're the shining, beautiful, kind, loving spirit. But at the same time, because of you're this loving kind, loving spirit, you had an emptiness inside you, a void that needed to be filled. And they heard it. They heard when you were talking to them. And they knew, they were moving you, like how your feelings were in the beginning. They knew if they got inside your heart and your spirit and your mind, and they earn your trust, they can control you and take over your whole entire life. And you say, how can a person do that? How can a person take over my life? Because you will lose your well-being. You will lose your identity. You will lose who you are in their authentic self. They will drain you like you just poured a cork, you just drilled a hole in a bucket. They will drain every life thing out of you, the life source out of you. So they don't care about your well-being. They don't care about your feelings, and they have no consideration for you whatsoever. So in the beginning, you probably, if you think back, they kind of, you saw things, the mask was cracking a little bit, and you saw some things that you didn't like. And then quickly they would readjust it and put it back to make you draw in more when they actually have you 150%, I would say, not even 100 past that. They have to make sure it's guaranteed that you're going to be there, you're not going to leave them, because they really do fear that abandonment. So you have to understand this had nothing to do with who you are as a person, because you brought in love, you brought in kindness, you brought in being the right partner. You came in with great intentions to make this work. And they knew that. They knew they were going to do that. They knew from day one it was all set up, premeditated on your life, to destroy your life. They did not care if they destroy your life and leave you empty. Okay, so when you're dealing with someone without a conscience, okay, and they might float in and out. You know, one day they're the sweet person, one day they're there, you just don't know who this person is. Where's that person that you first met? Well, that person disappeared. Like I said in another video, they just poof. That's gone forever. Let me repeat that, forever. You're never going to get that person back. It never existed for you in the first place. They were just mirroring you, copying you, and just becoming the person that you always wanted. So how do you protect yourself from a narcissist? It's one of the questions I get, is that you have to recognize what I just said. Are they being, and I'm not talking about the beginning. I'm talking about give it 30 days, give it 60 days, take some time to get to know a person. A narcissist is not going to be consistent across the board, okay? They're not going to be consistent. They're going to be in and out of your life. They can manipulate you to brainwash you and pull you in. So this is a game tactic that they play to stir up your emotions, stir up your chemicals in your brain, to get you addicted to them like a drug. Yes, that's what their plan is. To get you addicted, to infiltrate your system with all about them and nothing for you. So how do you recognize that? When someone is being, number one, disrespectful, they will block you, hang up on you, discard you at any given notice, go silent treatment on you. It depends on if they're covert or overt narcissist or malignant narcissist. That just depends on the type. But overall, they follow a similar pattern. Yes, I said patterns, not actions. Patterns. So watch the circle of patterns. If you see something 3 times in a row, you know it's creating a pattern. So if they keep hanging up on you, keep giving you the silent treatment to make you feel bad, to chase them, again, they give you the silent treatment to hang up on you to make you chase them. And when you chase them, you become more addicted. Because you want to feel better. You want to fix it. You want to make it right. But let's look from the narcissist point of view. You're thinking from an empath point of view. Let's look at it from the narcissist point of view. The narcissist is thinking just like this. Look, and they're holding their cell phone. Look, she or he, the genders don't matter here, okay, is chasing me. Ha ha ha. Look, they keep sending me all these messages. I'm just going to let them. They want me so much. I'm going to make them suffer for the things that they said to me. I'm going to make them pay for hurting my feelings. I'm going to cut them off for a week, 2 weeks, whatever I decide. It's up to me. Because they're going to chase me because I'm so great. And I'm the person that they want. This is what a narcissist is thinking. And when they give you the silent treatment, it's another form of mental abuse. Okay? To, again, make you chase them. So you become more intoxicated and to addict to them, getting more addiction to them. And while this addiction is creating a trauma on your head, it's moving your chemicals around your head. It's starting to confuse you. It's starting to go in and out. This is why you get hurt, because you don't know. It's so they know when to pull back and leave you. And it's just like a heroin addict needing some drugs. They're needing a fix. You're needing that fix to come back to your life and make everything better. So make sure when you're out, first of all, vet people. Make sure you're checking. Slow down. A narcissist is going to want to lock you down very fast. They're going to start insulting you. They're going to start being very inconsistent. And sometimes you're not going to know where they're at. They're not going to answer their phone. So watch the patterns. Number 2, you're dealing with a narcissist is when the person takes off and leaves you and abandons you and come back and in and out of your life. That's how you know you're dealing with a narcissist. Because an empathic, kind, loving soul is not going to do something like that. And 3, your well-being. They don't care about your physical health. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about if you lose your job because of them. They don't care if you struggle. They don't care. Everything about you in the beginning was a very beautiful, fun, happy person. But through that stages of that relationship is going to go quickly downhill. They're going to destroy everything good about you, your happiness. They're after your happiness. They don't want to see you happy. They don't even want to see you smile. They don't want to see you become the best version of you. They want you to give up your life to serve them like they're a god. Yes, I said it. They want you to serve them like they're a god and become their submissive slave to do everything for them. And this is men and women. It doesn't matter. And then they're going to rip your heart out and then chew it up and spit it out and make you beg for their love again. So yes, how do you shield yourself again? Remind yourself, if someone's not showing you inconsideration, or if they're showing you inconsideration, disrespect, and not caring about your feelings, that should be the flag, the big red flag of the universe telling you to get away from this person. It took me a long time to heal. And I know some of you are in that heartbreaking, heart-wrenching pain that you just can't believe this person that you thought was true and honest with you turned out to be a manipulating, cheating, liar, loser, scumbag, a pig with a horse's head. Seriously, it's hard to believe that somebody would just premeditately walk into someone's life with intentions to not care what they do to that person's life. And so that reminds you are dealing with some type of sociopath or psychopath where they can't feel any love towards you. Their way of love is you give me what I want. Then they'll love you for a little bit when you're doing what they need you to do, the benefit from you. That's when they pretend they love you, is when they're benefiting from you. But when that benefit is over, you're going to be dropped like a hard rock in the bottom of the ocean. And that's why they know when they walk away from you, they already got your heart, they already got your love, and they're going to walk away, and they know this is going to make you suffer, and that it's going to hurt you. So again, when you see somebody being inconsiderate, inconsistent, disrespectful, and you get the intuition feeling that something's very shady or something's wrong, listen to your intuition and watch for the red flags. They do charm a lot of charming in the beginning. They love to charm. They love to put themselves on a pedestal like they're a wonderful person. They're going to be this wonderful person to you. But like I said, it's temporary. It's going to last maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month, somewhere around there. But it won't stay long because they're going to get tired and they're going to get frustrated. Why? you have not been sucked in or manipulated yet. And it's too much work to keep up the fake face. So that's what I want to say to you. But at the same time, I want you to kind of recognize that they saw some type of weakness in you. It could have been a nurturing love that you wanted. You were codependent. You were wanting somebody to love you and be in a relationship. Maybe you were very lonely. But yes, they do want to, and they see that little hole that needs to be filled. Now, they're not going to fill it. They're going to make the hole bigger in your heart. And they're going to stretch it as far as they can go. So I ask you to just kind of take it day by day, heal yourself, do beautiful things to love you. But I would tell you also, you need to get right with the Spirit of God or whoever you believe in, and go back into that and do wonderful things for yourself. Yes, you're going to cry. You're going to be in some kind of pain, or you might be in severe pain. Your heart hurting so bad you just don't know. But basically what they did, they were your fix, and they pulled that fix away from you. And that's why it hurt you, because they trauma bond you and it made you addicted to them in your mind. And you fell in love with a fake person. Yes, you fell in love with somebody who created the person that you always wanted. They were actors, and they will promise you the world with the moon, the stars, and everything else. And they will come off like you just can't believe you met this wonderful person. How lucky you got. Now, I'm not saying there's not people out there that you can feel that with. But again, if you're dealing with a narcissist, they're going to show you in a week or 2 weeks who they truly are. And it's not the person you're thinking they are. So, but if you're in this healing path, understand, put one foot in front of the other. Keep going. It might be 6 months to heal. It might be 2 years to heal. It might take you 3. The healing process is a way to get to the part and be successful. So you need to look in front of you, not behind you. I did it many times trying to figure this out and what was going on and what was I dealing with. And a lot of people didn't understand what I was dealing with. Because it's a different type of energy in this universe that from God on this planet that I did not understand. But I understand everyone's not going to have the heart like you do. Not everyone's going to love you the way you love. And unfortunately, you just ran into a narcissistic, controlling, manipulative, cheating scumbag. Let's call it what it is. But do you have to stay stuck in that energy? Do you have to waste your days crying over this person? If you need to, go ahead and heal yourself. It's a part of the healing process. It's a grieving stage that you're going to have to go through. But understand that this was nowhere, shape, or form your fault. And don't ever forget about yourself. Because what they did, they took your identity as their own. Okay, they might as well cloned you. You were dealing with a clone of you. And when this person is looking at you, remember, if you're getting hoovered, and let me know in the comments if you're getting hoovered, they want to talk to you, they're saying, I'm sorry, I miss you, I love you, I want to come back, I made a big mistake. Just know, if you look at the pattern of cycles, how many times they left, and how many times they come back, and how many times they said, I'm sorry, it says to them, I could do it more, and they will never stop. 15, 20, 25 times, 100 times. They will never, only you can do the final discard and close that chapter. And this is 2022 coming up. And decide for yourself. Okay, the videos, people telling you, therapists, and if you get a therapy, make sure they are the type of people that deals with narcissism and they have understanding of narcissism. There's different types of therapists, okay? But I found it better when I was watching YouTube channel of people that had actually been through this. There's a lot of wonderful people on YouTube that will tell you that you're dealing with, and they were once in the stage that you're in. Stage 1 is you don't know what happened. Like, what is going on here? Why did this person leave me? Where are they at? And they block you and cut you off like you didn't exist, right? And stage 2 is you keep playing this cycle game back and forth, and they will do things to make you mad, or they will pretend they start a fight for no reason. Then out the door they go to the new supply. And if you're thinking while there's space away from you that they're not playing around behind your back, they're not playing around with just one person. They're playing around with 5, 10, and 15 people that has no idea about you. You can be in a marriage, a long-term commitment, or just partnership, friends. Yes, and they're smearing your name all over the place about who you are when you have done nothing wrong. But they're going to make you feel like the bad guy or the bad girl. Their family is probably going to cut you off because they're part of the system of the flying monkeys and the lies and the betrayal. They know exactly what's going on. But you think they're going to tell you to protect you over that evil demon, toxic devil? No, they're not going to tell them. They're not going to tell you. Well, they'll tell them, like, don't get caught. They'll never come and be honest with you. Because no matter what, that's their child, bloodline, whatever you may call it. And you'll get lucky if they do tell you. So I went through hell and back, just like you doing, or you're at. But stage 3 is when you start recognizing something ain't right. Something's not right with this person. This person's really toxic. This person's, and you have to get to a strong part on stage 4 of saying, I don't want to do this no more. I can't. I know it's going to hurt me. I need to suffer right now, but I don't want to suffer all my life with this kind of energy around me. Because it will go on for the rest of your days, people. And some of them are very evil, and some are very psycho, to the point that they abuse you physically, and they'll leave you on the ground. They'll leave you to take care of yourself in a bad situation. And they set up these situations for you. And you think they're going to be there for you? Look back. Were they ever there for you? Be honest with yourself. Have they ever been there for you? Did they keep their promises? I bet every promise was broken. Everything they said to you was a biggest lie that you ever experienced. They future faked with you. They pretended in the beginning they're going to do all these wonderful things with you, and at the end, you realize you were used and duped and betrayed. Everything you did not want in your life, they brought it to your life to suck your happiness out of you and make sure that you pay for the pain that they feel. And all the garbage and all the yuck and the gook that's in their soul, they spewed it all over you. But understand, this was not love. This is not how you want to be loved. This is not how you want to spend the rest of your life. This is not how you want to be. So if you want to be a happy, healthy, save your sanity is the most important. Save your sanity from these walking dead demons. I mean, I'm going to say it like it is. Because there's nobody, if this person had an ounce of God's light in their soul, they would not be doing this to you. So again, A and B. There's two groups of people here. You're an empath, kind, loving type person, or you're just going over here to destroy the empath. And you can't tell me that until somebody prove me wrong. Tell me, what kind of person goes and hurts somebody else and walk in their life with intentions, bad intentions, to make sure that they get hurt and destroyed and leave them crying and destroyed and distraught. They do their kids, they use their kids, they go out and run around and do what they want to. They have so many addictions, alcohol, sex. They sleep with anything. They don't even care what it looks like. So don't ever think this person that you feel worthless of yourself, and this person shot your self-esteem to zero. Remember, this person was already below your feet when you met them, and you just didn't know it. But they tried to bring you down, to put their foot on your neck, to make you suffer, and put you through the most pain and crying. And, who does that if they're a good person? No good person would do something like that. So I'm really going to pray for you. I hope this 2022 will help you understand. Protect yourself. Protect your energy. And how do you know if you're dealing with a narcissist? Or a toxic, very bad individual? One, they don't consider you in anything. Now, I'm not talking about the candy coating bubblegum feelings in the beginning. I'm talking about within 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks. That 2-week stage is going to be the bubblegum time. The sweetness, the candy, the ice cream, all the butterflies are everywhere. And you can't think straight. All right? The hormones are just, all the good feelings are there. But give it 2 weeks. And give yourself at least 2 weeks to understand that if it's a true person, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years is going to be the same person. And if you see any kind of flipping of characters and traits in someone's mindset and start discarding you really quickly, insulting you, saying things like you don't even know where it came from, making you feel bad for no reason, trying to insult you, doing these little tactics that stick a little needle in your head and hurt your feelings. So you have to understand this is not a loving person already. It's already showing you the fundamental, basic, the disrespect is starting to grow. And it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you will never be respected again by that person. So again, inconsideration, consistency, or inconsistent versus respect and disrespect, and your well-being versus not caring about you at all. That's how you know you. So weigh A and B. Is this person over here giving me respect and being consistent, considerate of me, caring about me after the butterfly stage? We all have little relationship problems, but if you're dealing with a narcissist, they're not going to put up with you for too long. The mask will come off, and you're going to see a whole nother person. You're going to be like, it's like you're playing, you love, I don't know, Iron Man, right? And you love Iron Man, and you think this sort of, I don't know, Mickey Mouse. I'm just giving an example, and it's funny. We got your personality here. And they put that mask on, and you think for a moment, wow, this is a really wonderful person. Oh. And then they take the mask off. You're like, who is this? This is not what I signed up for. This is not the person I've been. But you didn't watch the stages they pass you through. The first stage of butterfly. Second stage, they're starting to get frustrated with you. Might say these little dagger words that start pushing your buttons a little bit to see what they can say, what they can do, hanging up on you, blocking you. They start in little small little things. And then third stage, they're starting to really get onto you. They start to call you names. They're starting to butcher you and put you down and everything out there. And then they're going to discard you and walk out the door and disappear, hang up, block you, and disappear till they want you again. Again, you're only a toy. You're only this little object in their garage. And they just come back to the garage and pick it up. Oh, I'm going to play with this one today. Don't let nobody do that to you ever again. So this is the video for you, and I hope this video helps you resonate. I hope you're on your good path of healing. I hope that you look at yourself and go, I deserve better than that. I deserve, you put the love back into you. You deserve better for yourself. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be cared for. And if that person can't do that for you, you walk away. Okay, seriously. If they can't love you and care about you, you say goodbye to that. And no matter how much you love that person, you're going to have to put yourself way higher than you would anybody else. If you don't, it is true. How do you love someone else if you don't love yourself? And I know you might have a pure light, a pure heart, kindness, but don't trade it to somebody who is evil and demonic, and they're going to tear you apart as soon as they get the chance. Don't give them the chance. Walk away from it. Understand. Educate yourself on this. And look on YouTube. There's several channels out there that has been, people have been through this already. And it's the same story, my friends. It's the same story. Over and over and over. So leave it in the comments at the bottom what your, maybe some parts of what happened to you. It does help. But it is a healing process. It's not going to be something that's going to be cured overnight. You might have to work on this for days and weeks and months, depending on how long you've been with this person and how much trauma this person did to you. But understand too, the more you think about this person, the more, or overthink it, the more trauma you're going to push back into your brain. And that's not helping you. So if you do think about this person, please try to redirect yourself to go do something worthwhile. Go do yoga, go exercise, go call a friend, go to work, get busy, go do something. You have a life to live, and nobody owns you. No one. So I hope this message resonates with you. I want you to stay strong and love yourself. Rebuild that love that you gave to this fool person that was fake and demonic to hurt you. Love yourself. Put the love back. Okay, my friends? So leave a comment and below and subscribe to the channel if you like to. And I will catch you again soon. Okay, but Happy New Year, and make 2022 the best year that you can make it. Okay, you don't need this. When the bell of midnight strikes wherever you're at, you put that person in the past and you close that door. You close it and seal it, and with a steel door in front of that door, put steel beams in front of that door. And you don't let that person back. Because the only thing they're going to do, you already know what you're going to get. And you deserve better than that. You deserve a happy, loving life and enjoyment of life. Okay? So anyway, thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.